make you cross. Hi, my name is Anna.
And I'm Peyton.
And today, what are we doing? Today,
we are back with another episode of Who Are the Boyz? And today we're going to be reacting to their music video D.D.D.
What does that stand for? We do not know.
I do not know. Ooh. But we're going to find out because we're going to react to it.
But it does look like a more mature concept because of the city skyline that I see.
Don't cloud us again.
I really hope we don't get played again. 2019, August 14th.
This is New York, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, let's see how many places I recognize. Wait, did they film this while they were in New York for KOR?
I don't think one of them had hot pink hair.
Okay.
But I could be wrong.
I thought one of them did. Oh, skate park. Oh my god, he's playing on a Switch!
This makes me miss New York.
I miss New York. Wait, is that Jacob?
It is Jacob.
Sorry. Oh my gosh, they were in front of Artichoke Pizza! I know exactly where that is! I love Artichoke Pizza!
Dance, dance, dance!
Oh, that's what D.D.D stands for? Okay. Okay, this is me just trying to figure out how many places I recognize that they're at.
I don't like the bunny.
Kevin Moon, do you play Animal Crossing on Switch? What's your username? Oh? What is this? It's turning mystical now.
Don't use things that you find on the street in New York, fam. It's Alice in Wonderland! Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh! That's what the rabbit is? That explains the watch time. What is that called again? What are words? What is English?
Pocket watch?
Yes. Thank you. Okay, but yeah, that rabbit is really creepy. I love that pizza. Now I really want that pizza.
Maybe they did record this while they were there for KOR.
That's what I'm thinking. 어머, 뭐 하는 거야?
Are they all adults?
Yeah, because it's 2019, so they're all legal now. Why? That's why they're doing my comment.
You're an adult, get on the grass.
Stop it! Okay, shall we dance?
Yes, we shall. They all look so good here.
어머야. Now they're playing laser tag?
That's cheating.
Oh! This, like, the music for the dance breakdown is different from typical breakdowns. Oh! I like it.
Oh, going down the hole to Alice in Wonderland.
Oh wait, are they at Coney Island?
I've only been to Coney Island once. That looks really clean to be Coney Island.
I've never been to Coney Island, I wouldn't know.
Wow. It's like the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. Oh my gosh, I love Alice in Wonderland.
Oh my goodness.
Oh! Why'd it stop?
Oh, it didn't stop for me.
Okay, that's okay then.
wonder why they chose the Alice in Wonderland concept for this kind of song.
A great concept.
For this song, though.
Okay, so first, concept-wise, I love Alice in Wonderland concepts. Like, okay, also, it made me miss New York. I felt like it fit really nicely with Alice in Wonderland because I feel like one of those things about New York is that it kind of feels like you're in Wonderland because there really isn't anywhere else in the world that is like New York. Like, it is its own thing, so it kind of is like you've gone down the rabbit hole. But like, even separately from that, I just love Alice in Wonderland concepts. I think that they fit so well with like dances. I thought it was really interesting the way that they played with the concept and like really made use of New York as like the Wonderland, like using the murals and stuff in the background. Anna, you actually said this too, where you were like, oh my gosh, is that Jacob? When he was doing his like singing and dancing part. And
yeah.
I like had the same reaction. And then when I went back and watched the dance, which I will talk a little bit more about in a second, I was watching his like dance break where he's singing and I was like, oh my gosh, like, wow. And the reason that I had that reaction is because when we've been watching Road to Kingdom, Jacob has been featured in a lot of the dances and like is in the front for like the dance breaks and stuff. But then I remember watching like the earlier dances, and it's not that he was ever a bad dancer, but you could tell that like he was not one of the members that had come in with dance training compared to what we just watched with Bloom Bloom. I feel like there is a huge difference between his dance skill and like the confidence that he has while dancing in this. And I was just like, Jacob Bay! Another thing that I was thinking about while watching this was a comment that I saw on one of our other videos where they were like, oh, this is why I believe the claim they made about being an all-center group, meaning that like all of the members could be the center instead of having just one that they use as a center all of the time. And this dance really like proves that to me because they utilize every single member as the center and they all own it, which is so cool. Dance-wise, this was definitely my favorite upbeat song dance that we've seen so far. Giddy Up, Bloom Bloom, Right Here, they were all good, but they all felt more like young in their dancing, whereas this one was like a lot more intricate and I felt like there was a lot more power, and even though it wasn't super like serious or super heavy and it was still light, it was just put together very well. This is definitely my favorite upbeat song that we've heard from them so far. And I mean, how could I not like it? The title's literally Dance, Dance, Dance. Okay, your turn, Anna.
Like, yeah, they all definitely look more mature now in this. Maybe it's because the music video was filmed in New York, like Concrete Jungle, and a lot of times, like, when groups film music videos in New York, it's, like, more mature, more serious concepts. But then their concept was also Alice in Wonderland, which is, like, the opposite of that. I, like, cannot get over how shook I was in the beginning seeing Jacob. One thing that I thought was interesting, the bass line for one phrase was da 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 da, but it's weird because I usually would have expected like the first half and the second half to be switched because the da 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 part feels like open-ended, like you're still supposed to continue because like the scale degree that the last note is on, it's like, oh, this isn't complete, like the cadence is weird, it needs to go somewhere, versus the da 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 da, because the da is like a closing thing, but it works with the song. One thing I was really intrigued by was the bridge, and I think I said in the reaction too, I was like, oh, this is different from a usual bridge, like dance breakdown. It was doing like that building up thing and then cutting out, and then usually it would be like, okay, beat drop, it's gonna get really intense again. But instead, this one, after the silence, it came back in, but it was a lot more muted for their dance break part, and then after like a little bit, it like built back up again. Because when it first came back in, it was missing those like really intense electronic EDM-y sounds. But then after a little bit, it came back in with those, and I was like, this is what I expected them to come to after the silence instead of what happened. But I preferred the way that they did it. TLDR, we both like the song. Peyton may have now found her favorite The Boyz song. Yes.
Definitely my favorite upbeat one so far.
Okay. But yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell, and we say goodbye.
Goodbye.